I'm Calvin with Titus Trails. We're here in Utah in the Uintas mountain range. I'm going to be solo camping and working remote this week in a very remote way. Come join me. It's going to be fun.
We're off-roading up the mountain. We'll come across some awesome wildlife, some nasty frozen roads, and finally the perfect camping spot.
We are in the Uintas National Forest, and we just finally got off of the paved road and onto the dirt. Never been here before. It's beautiful country. This week I'm going to be camping out in the middle of this national forest and working remote. So the beautiful thing about a remote job is I can work from anywhere. Normally it's not maybe this remote. It ought to be a pretty good time. I have no idea what to expect. You saw that bear country sign back there, so that ought to be interesting. Hopefully maybe we'll see some cool wildlife out here, who knows. So now I'm just climbing up the switchbacks here. It's pretty cool. There actually is still some snow up here. It is just at the end of May, beginning of June here, and yeah, there's still snow up here where we are, so we're pretty good elevation, and I can't remember where I'm going here. I guess I'm going up. What the heck? So yeah, kind of cool. I guess those streams that I'm going to be bathed in will be a little chilly, but pretty cool. There's still snow up here. The sun is starting to go down, so we got to be quick about where we make camp here. We are going through a cool little area. We're going to start coming up on these little lakes. Apparently this whole area is scattered with them, so you'll see one here off our right. Just beautiful up here. And yeah, kind of overcast right now, so not quite as sunny and pretty, but yeah, cool little lakes about to start popping up. And I think that's where ideally I'd like to find a place to set up. So maybe we'll find us a little lake to settle down in, and that'll be our spot. So we'll see if a good one comes up here. All right, there's a little turn off here. It's just a jet off this main road that I'm on, and it looks like there's a lake over here called Spectacle Lake. I think it's like a little, a lake as in, maybe more of a pond, but anyway, we're going through this really narrow trail here. Snow everywhere, but hopefully when we get to the end, there's going to be a nice little lake, and that might be a good spot for us to set up for the night. I say us, me, myself, and I. So anyway, we're going to keep going here and work through the snow and see if we can't find a good little spot here. Oh! Well, if we can make it over these rocks, that is. Ooh. Oh, man. Some big old rocks. Come on, baby. There we go. Man, that is no joke right there. Let's see what happens. I wonder if I'm scraping through that. Oh, doesn't look like it in the rear view. You can tell we're really at the beginning of this kind of camping season with all this snow still being all over the place, but this keeps going right here, right? Well, maybe not, because I don't really see a trail anymore. Well, it looks like this dead ends. I think this was actually what I was looking at that goes down to that lake is actually more of a hiking trail than a driving trail, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to regroup and come up with a better plan. So we got back on the main trail here, and it is really wet. I mean, I guess I should have expected that, just the time of year and all the snow melt, but it is just, wet and muddy everywhere we go. I'm continuing down this trail, hoping to come upon a cool place to camp out here with a view. And again, we need to kind of find it soon because the sun's going down. Well, I just discovered a harsh reality. This is one of the lakes that we're talking about. You can see how it's mostly still frozen over. And this water coming out of the streams that I'm planning on bathing in is coming straight out of that. So what I can tell you for a fact is we are going to freeze our tails off out here when we get into showering and things. It's going to get real cold. Dang it. Yeah, we're dead end of snow. I think we're going to have to turn around here. So this ought to be interesting, to say the least. Fortunately, we hit another dead end here. We're getting stuck in all this snowy area. Get out and see if I can turn around somewhere here. roads there, and as soon as I do that, we're gonna have to come up with a new game plan here, because so far what we're doing ain't working too well, I'm afraid. We're gonna get back out here to the main trail. I might take another look-see at the map here and see what we're working with. It's a beautiful area coming down the valley here. So we kind of pulled out of that area. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, there's some deer over there. I don't know if you'll see them on the video. We pulled out of this area, kind of tracked our way back down the switchbacks, and I think there's an area a little down the road that will give us more what we're looking for here. So, and that isn't all closed and stopped up from all the snow. So I gotta hop on the road and transit, maybe 10 miles down or so, not even, and then we'll be hopefully we'll be in a perfect spot to find a place to camp. Well, everything I'm reading says it's gonna be, so we'll see. Hopefully it is when we get there. So it turns out this place is in shambles. I just pulled off to another spot where I thought this was gonna be a real easy place, open up, and I could go find a camping spot there. That road is closed too. There's a bulldozer parked over the entrance, or the road that goes to this entire network of trails, so I couldn't get to any of them. There was like 5 over there, and I thought I could make one of those work. So anyways, I'm backtracking a little further to this area. There's a trail called Norway Flat, and I think that's going to be a good area, hopefully. If this road is open, again, we're kind of chasing the sun here. It's starting to go down, you can see. So as long as we can get there in a reasonable amount of time and get settled in, we should be good for the night. But we are racing the clock. Big old buck over there with all the velvet on it. Here he's looking back at us. If he goes, we'll try not to disturb him too much. Look, that's it. Looks like a real mature buck to me. Kind of got a white face to him. Huge. Real pretty animal. We might get real close to him if he keeps coming this way. We are going through a little bit off-road in here. This is no joke. Oh! There, he slowed down over there. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. There he is, looking at us right in the trees. There he goes. Stay there, buddy. Nice and easy. There you go. Hey, buddy. Here he is. Hey, buddy. What's up? He's kind of settled down now. I don't think he's too wigged out. We're gonna pass. He's just standing still there. Looks like a statue. Man, how cool. Oh, there he goes. And off he went. So, some really cool wildlife out here. It's a really nice area. So I think this area is really promising so far. There's a bunch of pullouts. So I'm just trying to look for the best spot. Preferably next to some water. I love to be next to water to shower and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm really happy with this so far. Really cool area here through these aspen trees. You can see the valley over there. We're kind of, yeah, look how cool this is. So, we're still on this trail. I think we're about halfway through it, and it goes to a dead end, which is apparently supposed to be the best part. But we've been kind of swerving back and forth. You just switch back in up this mountain here. There are actually some big old rocks over here that we've gone through, and some rutted out areas, but nothing crazy. And then there's kind of this cliffside over here, which I don't love. A lot of it's off camber, where it's wanting to send you off the cliff, but that's okay. I don't know if you can tell here from the camera, but so anyway, where you can tell how much darker it is now. We're on just the backside of this mountain. It's about 7:40, and the sun is still going down, so we're racing it, trying to get to a spot. Well, it's officially gotten interesting. We're having to go up all this, where it's all this snow melt has turned into a little river. So we are, oh, come on. We're climbing up through this little baby stream that used to be the trail where all this snow washout is. But it's getting pretty promising up here. I'm starting to see maybe some clear outs and stuff, so I'm excited. I think we're going to be there soon. Well, we've run into it once more. We have been blocked out by snow. I went through a couple sketchy crossings that were pushing it, because I thought, well, if I can make it through here, then we'll be fine. Sure enough, we've gotten to this stuff that's just, there's no way you're getting up that. It's a whole embankment. So actually I don't love that. I drug my bottom end pretty hard right through a big thing of snow. It's feeling pretty soft, so probably not the end of the world, but probably see it up here cut out in the middle of this little piece right here. So yeah, I got kind of high centered on that, but yeah, that way's closed too. So anyway, this is just what we're dealing with here, and you'll hear it here. Oh, I hate that. Oh. So yeah, I guess, I mean, there was a couple spots that looked cool, like clearings. Only bad news is there's really nowhere, there's no water, which I just hate. But that just might be what we're dealing with. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go find that clearing, and kind of backtrack my way. It's probably another 30 minutes back there, unfortunately. Of course, I get right up towards the end, and then I'm let down, but it's all right. So we're gonna backtrack there, and that's where we're gonna be set up, at least for the next night, and we'll see what kind of happens from there. This looks like the little clearing that I was looking for. Kind of jets out here. It looks like it opens up. Come on, please be a good spot. Please be a good spot. Come on, come on, come on. It's promising. It's promising. Oh yeah, this will do for sure. Oh yeah. This will 100% do. Bingo. Alright, that's going to be it for now. We'll get out and show you the spot. I'll show you around the little camp spot we got going here. So this is what we're working with. Not too shabby. So we came in from over there, and we've got kind of this little parking area, parking spot there, a little fire. We got the internet setting up, and here's our view here. I'll kind of give you a better look at it. Not too bad, huh? So yeah, you can kind of see the valley over here. Really pretty area. You can see some of the water and stuff, and yeah, so it's just gorgeous. But for some reason we're having some trouble with our internet, so that's what we're working on now. So I'm going to take a minute to figure that out. All right, as you can tell, it has gotten a little dark out here. Finally got the internet figured out, so we got that going for us, which is nice. And now I just got to set up some camp real fast. So I think I'm going to run over, maybe just throw my hammock up or something quick between these trees, and then that way I can just sleep like that for the night and not worry about anything else and unpacking a bunch of stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right here, right now. Well, we've done lost daylight, so I'm just putting some last stuff together, getting my pillow together, some things, and that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna hop in bed and get up, and I got work in the morning, so I'll check in, and I'm making some coffee, doing my thing then. Good night to all. God bless. Good night officially. Late night. Next time we'll be getting a little remote work done. We'll be making some food around the campfire. We'll be off-roading to a new spot where we'll get a much needed freezing cold bath and get a little fishing in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.